Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for spending some more time with me today on Innerviews. Today, I'm very, very excited to be speaking to Tebogo Chologi, who is a filmmaker. So, Tebogo, will you tell us a little bit more about your journey and how you became a filmmaker?
Good afternoon, Melanie, and our viewers at home. I would say Tebogo Chologi is just a village boy from a small town called Mahikeng in the Northwest Province. I would say the love of film started as something that I just came across while I was on my way in the art, on my journey in the art industry, because I started as a street dancer, doing street dance, panzola dance in the streets with the other guys. And then around 2006, I was introduced to the professional dance group that was rehearsing, and like they've asked for permission to use the studios for our local center called Mabana. Yeah, that's when I was introduced to Latin dance, all this professional, your salsa, your African dance. And along the run came the auditions for the film in 2008. Well, because after dance, I went for poetry. I was also doing poetry, and I was also part of most of the projects that were happening at Mabana, our art center, So I ended up falling in love with filming because the auditions that came while we were rehearsing dance, I knew that I can dance, but I never knew that I can become an actor. Then the guy came into the studios and said, guys, if you want to come and try your luck, just come, you are welcome. And something clicked in my mind, and I was like, okay, let me just go try my luck, because I won't get a hiding for that if I don't make it. So let me just go try my luck,
Yes.
Yeah, lucky enough, 3 weeks later, the guys called me and they said, you know what, we liked you, so we want you to be part of our cast members. And I was like, okay, now where do we start? Because I don't know anything about filming or acting. Then they said, no, we're going to take you through trainings and all that. That was the first time in my life I saw a script for a film, So they took us through the workshops and everything, training, preparing us. Unfortunately, the film didn't happen because of the financial problems, and politics of the arts and all that, And then after then, the guy who was the main man for the film, like, he was admitted to the hospital for depression because the project didn't go well and all that. And then he started writing for ETV or Ekasi Stories, and then he started calling us in to say, just because things didn't go well in your province, come to Joburg, come and try your luck. So he started calling us one by one. Then we became friends. We became like brothers. That's when I started auditioning for your Mzansi Magic Films, your Ekasi Stories. Lucky enough, I've made it in 2013. I was acting in my first film for TV. And then around 2015, then I just got an opportunity to be part of the learnership program that took place in Mahikeng, where I stay now. And then that's when I got the clear picture of what is filming now. then I started doing my own smaller films, my own micro movies, and calling guys around, let's start something, let's do something. Yeah, I would say the love of film started growing or evolving then around the 2015, 2005. Yeah, I don't know, 2004. What was it? 2015. Yeah, 2015. Yeah. And then I graduated from the learnership, and the rest was history. Like I started believing in myself, that I can do something. I started submitting for film festivals,
Yes.
till today. Yeah, till today. At least I have an idea in the industry. I know I can act. So if there are acting opportunities, I run for that. If there are opportunities for working behind the scenes, at least I have an idea now of what's happening behind the scenes. Can become a runner, even though one day I want to be the director. Yeah, because acting is something that I know. I know acting, but I don't believe much in acting. I like directing more than acting, Yeah, I'd say that's Tebogo for you.
I love the way you've evolved yourself. So you started out as a street dancer, and you've gradually added on your skills that have brought you on this progression to a career that really sounds very exciting.
Yeah, because I'd say I didn't have a choice, because art, I've realized that art is the only thing that I know.
Okay.
And it is the only thing that rescued me from staying at home and doing nothing, because that's the only thing I know. Yeah, so I'd say art rescued me from being that guy who stays at home, sunbasking, doing nothing. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, it sounds like your local community center played quite a big role in helping to unlock your abilities. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I would say there's a biggest role that it has played, because it used to accommodate the outsiders. It wasn't focusing more on their students only. So they were renting out studios for communities, So then, by being around that environment, I started befriending the people inside. It was easy to, because we are always there, then it was easy to see any opportunity that's coming at that moment, So yeah, then I would say, yes, it has its own role that it has played indirectly, even though it was not direct. But I can say I was there at the right time,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It also sounds to me as though you have an ability to make friends with the right people.
I'd say I have that. I'm lucky, or I don't know how to put it. I know how to connect with the people of my energy. I've got that lucky. Yeah, like I can just start communicating with you, and if our energies can click, then we can do something. That's just me. Yeah.
So for those of you who are watching, Tebogo and I met on Facebook, and he straight away approached me to make a little movie with me that you can find on his YouTube channel. So he definitely has a gift for connecting with people in a very relatable way. it was a very exciting project for me to work on. It was wonderful that somebody just approached me and said, let's try something and we'll throw together what we do and see what happens with that. So I'm an example of how that energy has created magic, essentially,
Definitely.
for both of us. Thank you.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel for now, it has about 10 projects that I've been working on since 2015. Most of them were my exams from the learnership, up till today. So the name for the channel is just Tebogo Chologi, Tebogo, and then my surname is Chologi, Tebogo Chologi. Yes.
Okay, so you've already got 10 little films on there that people can go and watch.
Yes, I've lost my count, but
okay.
They're about 10, yeah.
Okay.
They're about 10.
And your movie, The Shack, has already gone all around the world. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, The Shack is something that just came in the beginning of lockdown, whereby I've realized that if I don't do something at that moment, I'm going to go crazy. Because I was shocked to hear from the president saying, we are going on some lockdown, we won't be able to go anywhere, we won't be able to work with other people. And for a creative mind, it's something that is very straining because you need to connect with the people of your energies to start something. You need to associate yourself with other people just to get that energy, just to get that inspiration to start something, And something just told me that, Tebogo, go to your home, there's a shack there, and that shack, do something about it. And the shack, I would say it wasn't that difficult for me because I grew up in a shack since 1993. So the story itself, it's something that I've experienced. It's something that I can relate to because I grew up in a shack and I used to sit in the shack one day thinking by myself, like, okay, what does this place think about me? Is this shack, is it able to see what I'm going through every day or what we are going through as a family? So it's just a crazy idea that turned out to be something that people started saying, okay, how did you come about this? How did you come up with this thing? It's easy, but for me, maybe, because I've got that background, And I just took a camera and I said, okay, I'm going to have fun. I don't have any access to actors. I don't have any access now to risk by calling someone to come and help me. What if during the process we contact the COVID and all that, So I just said, okay, let me do something. Let me see what I can do by myself because here's the situation. And I said, I'm a creative. I said, I'm a filmmaker, Then, boom, the shack. I just took it as an exercise, just having fun. I shot it. I just put it in the computer, started editing. looking at the visuals, and I was like, okay, I need to write something for this, you know. And then I started writing, and then took my recording equipment and started recording the audio, and then boom, it just came out nice. It just came out as a magic for me. Like, okay, and then from there, I started believing more in myself. You know that if I'm stuck in a hole, in a way, with my creativity, I'm able to take myself out of that hole. You know, now the shack started going around, and funny enough, it was selected in 2 film festivals for now, and then I'm still submitting it in other film festivals, even though I haven't won any award now, but I'm still hoping for the best. And funny enough, people loved it. People loved the shack more than I expected. You know, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. Yeah.
I've watched it, and it's a very, very powerful message that you've delivered in a very simple way. And the best art does that. It really is moving, and it gives you a real insight into your world. And I'm not surprised that it's gone around the world to international film festivals. And even though you haven't won, isn't it amazing that during lockdown, this little project that you took on to essentially fill your boredom and stop you from going crazy has made you an international name?
Yeah, because I'd say it has showed me the other side of me and the other side of the world. You know that sometimes you don't really need to go to America, but you can go there through your art. You know, your voice can reach around the globe, even if you are not there physically. And I've realized that art is very powerful, because even if I watch it myself, I start asking myself few questions like, okay, what is this? Where does this come from? You know, and most of the things, as a filmmaker, you will think of some things, and then once you see them, they become different. You know, if an idea will be in my mind, but once I put it there, it becomes something else that can end up being a shock to me. That, okay, did I do this? Am I the one who did this? You know? So that's the magic of art. And then that's how you grow. Like, you say, okay, I managed to pull this up. Okay. No, there's something about you, Tebo. There's something about you, you know.
Yes.
So that's art. Art is very powerful, you know. Even the time we started doing stitches together, I just saw what you're doing, and I was like, okay, this is what she's doing through the material and the needle. Okay, I can come up with a story where those materials play a role whereby they want to save the world. You know, so that's when I said, okay, let's start something, let's do something. And then I knew, I visualized it. And I think the power of storytelling, especially films, is if you can visualize it, you can do it. But if you can't see it, no one will see it.
I was so excited when I opened that when I opened the video for the first time that you sent me, I was like, oh my God, this guy's cracked it. He's really nailed it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was very exciting. And what I also found so exciting was that we were able to collaborate even though we've never met face to face.
Exactly, that's the
And
power of art.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Tebogo, if this is what you've done during the first part of lockdown, what's next?
Hey, for now, I have many challenges. My computer is no longer working.
Mm,
And then for me to fix it wants an arm and a leg
mm,
for me. But I've just figured out uh, other options. Now I'm just learning more about writing,
mm,
in the meantime while I'm waiting to fix the PC, because I can maybe get an access for a camera now, but I won't be able to edit,
okay.
So for now I'm a little bit stuck, but venturing into other things. I was also looking at animation, like, okay, it's like we're gonna spend few more months without being able to meet with other people. So how about if I try animation and all that, So for now, I don't have anything, but maybe I can wake up tomorrow having something, and then you'll just see it booming somewhere. Yeah.
I love that you respond to restraints in the system with looking for ways to learn new things and upskill yourself. Because all those skills that you're learning, you're going to use on the next big project that's going to take off the way the shack did.
Exactly, because art grows every day, and technology is the worst. Technology grows every second.
Mm,
So we are in the it's the matter of adapt or die,
mm,
So we must just chase it and then see how we can incorporate our art to be
mm,
seen through this technology, because COVID lockdown showed us that there can be bad situations in life, but we still need to focus on going forward. At the end of the day, life must go on,
mm,
and it's
mm,
the fourth industrial revolution. Things are growing. We just need to keep up. Just need to catch up,
mm,
and because life is not stagnant.
mm, mm,
Life is moving. And the saddest part about technology, it doesn't care if you stay in a very remote squatter camp or wherever. It's going, it keeps on going, doesn't wait for you. So you just need to keep up,
mm,
just to be, just to, just to be where the people are, just
mm,
to be able to meet with the people. Like the biggest example is what we have done together
mm,
uh, visually
mm,
through social media without having to be in contact,
mm, mm,
So we go in there,
mm.
and we're gonna have to be strong. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to make it happen, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
So the world is going there, whereby I've seen somewhere in the social media, there were people who had the lobola negotiations through Zoom,
Mm,
So even culturally, we are advancing,
mm.
just keeping up with the system.
Yes. Yes.
So we don't have a choice in order for us to be relevant.
Yes.
Let's adapt,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great message. That's a great message.
Exactly.
Now, if there are any young aspiring filmmakers, actors watching us today, what words would you have for them?
Oh, that's the most difficult question ever. But but believe in yourself and stay practical, because the industry is practical. It's very practical. You cannot sit and do nothing and dream and expect something to happen. You cannot sit and fold your arms and expect that Tebogo will know you or Melanie will know you. And yeah, that's the reality of it. And be real, be practical. Because I can tell you about myself that I have 20 years experience in something, but the practical part of it is the one that's gonna prove if I'm lying or not. So the industry, art is practical. For you to become an artist, you must do art. For you to become a politician, you must do politics. For you to become a hairstylist, you must style some hair. Yeah, it's not something that you just get out of nothing. Yeah, so be real, be practical. The world out there it's practical. It's not, it doesn't babysit, because at the end of the day, they always say is the business. And where there's business, people really mean business. Yeah, so you must just prepare yourself to work hard. Prepare yourself to work hard. Learn every day. Art, yes, art is a way of life. So live the life and be as observant as possible, because whatever we portray in our stories is something that we know, something that I might know it, I might not know it, but somebody knows it. I might have not experienced that, but somebody has. You get my point? So it's all about opening your eyes, look how the world is going, how the world is running. Exactly. So, and stay strong, because COVID is the biggest example of the point whereby you're gonna be on your own and have to do something. Yeah. So
those are wonderful messages.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm sure you're going to inspire
Thank you.
others to get out there and do things and try things. So if anybody would like to contact you, Tebogo, how can they do that?
Oh, my Facebook handle is Tebogo Chologi. Tebogo Chologi. Tebogo Chologi. And on Twitter, it's @tchologi. Yes, I don't have many social media platforms for now. Yeah, I'm using Twitter. I'm mainly on Facebook.
Okay, that's
most
wonderful.
of the time.
Thank you so much for sharing your inspiring story with us today. It was awesome to finally meet you face to face.
Yeah, same here.
Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, let me thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here today, and have a lovely evening too.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.